My poor uncle who we've been supporting for years just bought a Tesla. Turns out he's a secret millionaire. I was at a stoplight when I saw my Uncle Frank pull up next to me in a brand new Tesla Model S. The same uncle who's been borrowing money from our family for 15 years because he can't make ends meet. He didn't see me, too busy laughing on his phone with the windows down, and I felt the heat rising in my neck because we just loaned him $5,000 last month for emergency medical bills. I followed him. Not my proudest moment, but I needed to know what was happening. He drove to the country club, the expensive one my dad could never afford to join, pulled into the member parking, and walked in like he owned the place. I sat in my car for 10 minutes trying to process this. Then I called my sister Amanda. "You're not going to believe what I just saw," I said, my voice shaking. "Uncle Frank driving a Tesla into the country club. What? That's impossible. He can't even afford his rent." "That's what he tells us," I said. "But I'm looking at a $70,000 car with his face behind the wheel." Amanda was quiet for a beat. "Meet me at Mom and Dad's house in an hour. We need to figure this out." We spent that evening digging through everything. 15 years of loans that were never paid back. Dad kept meticulous records. $43,000 total. Money for rent, medical bills, car repairs, utilities. Money our family had sacrificed to help him stay afloat. Amanda pulled up the country club's website. Membership here costs $25,000 just to join, plus monthly dues. "So where's the money coming from?" I asked. That's when my dad walked in, looking older than I'd ever seen him. "Your uncle inherited $2 million from your grandmother 12 years ago. I found out today." The room went silent. "What?" Amanda whispered. "Your grandmother left him everything," Dad said, his voice hollow. "The house, the investments, everything. She cut me out completely because Frank was struggling and needed it more. He's been sitting on that money for 12 years while taking loans from us. Wait, it gets worse." Dad opened his laptop and showed US bank statements he'd pulled from the estate filing. Public record once we knew where to look. Frank had $2 million in 2012. Now he had $4 million. He'd invested it, doubled it, and spent 15 years pretending to be broke while watching his brother struggle. "Why?" I asked, my voice cracking. "Why would he do this?" "Because he could," Dad said bitterly. "Because every time he asked for money, we gave it. No questions. And he realized he could have both, his millions and our sympathy." I called Frank that night. Didn't plan what to say. Just dialed and waited. "Hey kiddo," he answered, cheerful. "What's going on?" "I saw you today, Uncle Frank, at the stoplight. In your Tesla." Silence. Long and damning. "I can explain," he started. "Can you?" I cut him off. "Can you explain why you've taken $43,000 from us over 15 years while sitting on a $4 million fortune?" "It's not like that, Jess." "Then what's it like?" My voice was rising. "Because from where I'm sitting, you watched Dad work 2 jobs to loan you money. Watched Mom put off her surgery to help with your medical bills. Watched me drop out of college because we couldn't afford tuition while you were investing millions. I was going to pay you back," Frank said weakly. "When? After you bought your second Tesla?" The words were acid. "You're a millionaire playing poor while your family suffers. That's not forgetfulness, Uncle Frank. That's sociopathic." He tried to defend himself, something about keeping the inheritance quiet to avoid family drama, but I hung up. Called my dad instead. "We're suing him." "Jess." "No, Dad. He committed fraud. Every loan was obtained under false pretenses. He lied about his financial situation to take our money. That's illegal." Dad was quiet. Then, "Okay, let's do it." We filed suit 3 weeks later. Fraud, unjust enrichment, breach of fiduciary duty since he was listed as Dad's emergency contact and had access to family financial information he'd used to manipulate us. Frank showed up at our house before the court date, crying, begging us to drop it. "I'm family. You can't do this to me. You stopped being family when you chose money over us," Dad said from behind the screen door. "See you in court." The trial lasted 2 days. Frank's lawyer tried to argue the loans were gifts, but Dad's records were immaculate. Every loan documented, every promise to repay recorded. Text messages where Frank detailed his financial struggles while his bank statements showed millions. The judge awarded us $68,000, the original $43,000 plus interest and legal fees. Plus the judge ordered Frank to pay an additional $20,000 in punitive damages for egregious fraud against family members. Frank's country club membership got revoked when the story hit the local paper. His friends stopped calling. His church asked him to step down from the board. Last I heard, he's trying to sell his house to cover the judgment. The Tesla's already gone. So tell me, were we wrong to sue our uncle and destroy his reputation over money, or did the millionaire who spent 15 years scamming his struggling family deserve to lose everything?